lessons from Moses. Do you think we could learn anything from Moses? Moses is Old Testament, long time before Jesus, and yet, God is beginning to reveal through Moses, the great lawgiver, beginning to reveal how he wants things done in the kingdom. And the first lesson that we could look at, really, is that the way that Moses did ministry of healing. Very interesting. This is particularly important because, you see, since Jesus, the church has managed to develop hundreds and hundreds of different sorts of healing ministries that manifest themselves in all sorts of different ways, and all man-made developments of the original. So it pays to watch Jesus very carefully when he's doing these things and not do anything else, and it pays us to see what we can learn from Moses. Now, Moses' healing is very easy to see that. He was told to go out and capture 2 birds and to slit the throat of one of them over a bowl under running water, so that you finish up with a mixture of blood and water in the bowl. And then he was told to scatter that mixture of blood and water onto the sick person, and he was also told to splash it onto the live bird, and then go and take the live bird out of the tent and lift it up in the air and let it go, and it flew away. Now, that is, in Old Testament terms, is such a beautiful picture of the death and resurrection of our Lord Jesus. Such a demonstration of how important it is for God to work through blood and water. And we described that when we looked at the cross as being the blood of acceptance. And we looked at that as being the water of rebuilding, of healing, of restoring the Garden of Eden, or rather life in the Garden of Eden. And the acceptance is particularly important because in terms of, well, who can be healed? What about non-Christians? What about good Christians or not so good Christians or sinning Christians or otherwise? The answer is everybody. Jesus died for the sins of the whole world. That's very exciting. So there's no exclusions in this. The blood of acceptance when upon somebody, when that blood is evoked, when acceptance is evoked, when it's appreciated, and when we rejoice in Jesus' death and resurrection, that the blood and water is scattered on the live bird, goes free, and that person remarkable times is healed when we can learn to catch the blessings of our Lord. So the first lesson we learn from watching Moses is that right back from the earliest times, that Moses knew that healing would come in restoration to the Eden life, would come through the application of blood and water, just as Jesus carried out that on the cross on Calvary.